How long have you been training for?
Forever. Since I was 4 years old, my dad gave me my first lesson, martial art lesson.
A bit louder.
About 4 years old, my dad gave me my first martial art lesson. Haven't stopped ever since.
What made you, it's a bit of a different question for you as you started so young, but what made you want to progress in boxing or martial arts?
When I was younger, I was just training with my dad, and I was just training with the elite lads. I wanted to be the best and then better than everybody. So obviously I took the training to the next level, and I haven't stopped since that day.
What made you set up the gym? What made you start doing that?
To be fair, it happened by accident. Basically, I'm a qualified engineer. I was doing door work as well. So I was training my cousin and my brother and stood a few weights in the gym years ago in Ironworks. And then all people started coming to me saying, I was getting bullied, can you train me? I said, I never thought about it. And they're going to pay, and I've gone, oh, cool. So I started training one person, then the other person come, then they told their friends about me. Then other doorman was asking, listen, I want you to train me. Then all of a sudden, I had loads of clientele. I got that busy, I had to open my own gym, because the gym was complaining I was taking up the space.
Okay. Over the past 12 years, what's the best thing that you've taken away from the gym?
Dealing with people. People have got different kind of lives. I had a hard upbringing. Nothing against my mum and dad. Obviously, they don't well with me, but obviously, especially being black around the area, stuff like that. So working with different people and different people's problems and helping them and becoming a mentor, working at schools. It's just like it makes you a proper people person and learn to deal with different situations. And if I don't know about it, I'll go and research about it.
Who's got the worst dress sense at the gym?
Worst dress sense? D and Neil. Terrible.
Say that again, but clearer.
D and Neil. It's terrible. I'm telling you.
If you could be another fighter for one day, who would you be and why?
I wouldn't want to be another fighter.
I knew you'd say that.
I wouldn't want to be another fighter.
That's a perfect answer. That's what I wanted everyone to say.
I'm quite happy with myself. The only reason I stopped fighting was because obviously my dad said stop while you're ahead. I didn't really have a trainer apart from my dad around me at sighted and everything, so obviously I like giving my knowledge back. Don't get me wrong, I do get a bit, I want to fight again, but it is what it is. I've done my time, it's not about me now. I've been there, done it, got the t-shirt, been all over the world fighting, so there you go, pass my knowledge on to everybody else.
Have you ever been bullied?
Nah, people have tried to bully me. I used to fight a lot all the time. Got to the stage where mum and dad said if you fight again, I'm going to pull you out of your club and stop fighting. So then people did try to bully me. Then one day mum saw me outside school, junior school, people tried to bully me, she goes fight back. So I turned around and gave her a spinning back kick and knocked him out. But I don't deal with bullies, I hate bullies. And that's why I like training people now to stop that from happening.
What advice would you give to anyone that's being bullied, and how can boxing help them deal with bullies?
If anyone's being bullied, speak to somebody about it, because there's no point keeping it quiet and stuff like that, because it just eat you up inside. I've dealt with a lot of people. I've dealt with lads from Kingston Boys School who got bullied, or we did an anti-bullying campaign for. So like, I was advised everyone to speak about it. When you come down to boxing, you don't have to come here to fight and nothing like that. Just come here and get involved around certain people, get fit, it'll boost your confidence and self-esteem. I always say to people, like, if you're here, I don't ask anyone to fight. I've been in boxing to go, you fight. I'm not interested. As long as I've built up your confidence and your self-esteem and you feel better about yourself. And what you're going to realise when you do learn boxing and learn how to protect yourself, not just boxing, any form of martial art of a discipline, you realise that the lads who can fight and who can handle themselves, they are gentlemen. It's the people who walk around with the big shoulders, doing all the big and that's why they're bullying people, because they're doing this for fun. So that's what I say to people, just come and speak to us. We're open to anybody, any race, any culture, any religion, we don't mind.
What do you see? What do the next 10 years hold for DNA?
I have no idea. I do think I'll be here this long, to be honest. I really don't know. We're really busy. There's like a 4-week waiting list now to book in with me. I have no idea. Just progress and help people out, really. Just push people into their best position possible and see if we can go from there. Not just about boxing either. If you come here and obviously like you're struggling with school and everything, us as a team will try to help you get tutoring, extra work, help you. So it's not just about coming here and hitting the bags. So obviously, at the moment, all we're working together as a community, and obviously you can go down the line down there, but you don't have to come here and think, I've had people come here and say, I found my exams, then I tell them the best way I had to study, and stuff like that, how long to study for. If I'm not sure about it, I'll go and find out about it, then obviously come back to them. But we're open, we'll help anybody out.
Right. How long have you been training for?
6, 7 years.
Why did you start boxing?
To be honest, it was, I needed to change my lifestyle at the time, get a bit fitter, try and lose some weight, and yeah, just generally just change my lifestyle.
What do you love about the gym?
It's not just the gym, it's like a family. I've got some really good friendships down here, some of my closest friends are from the gym now.
What have you gained from boxing at DNA?
Confidence, friends, the ability to box. I'm now trying to help out with teaching other people and giving something back as well now.
Who's got the worst dress sense at the gym?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think some of Sam's outfits can be a bit questionable.
If you could be another fighter for a day, who would you be?
Mike Tyson.
Why?
Because I just love his aggressiveness, his power, how he's just a badass.
Good answer, mate. Have you ever been bullied?
No, not particular.
What do you think about bullying?
I think it's bad. I think it's just someone who has got a problem with themselves, who needs to take it out on somebody else. If someone's weaker, it's just trying to elevate themselves by picking on someone who's inferior to them.
Perfectly. How has the gym helped you from a life experience perspective?
It's completely changed my life around. I was like to go out drinking all the time and just being generally stupid to give me a focus in life.
So how long have you been training for?
I've been training for just over a month now. Initially I came here 10 years ago. When it first started, I trained for about 18 months. Had my son and did shift work, never looked back, never came back. And then last October decided to get my son into it and got the bug myself, and here I am.
Well, initially I started because
Speak
I was starting because I didn't have any confidence towards myself in fight situations. But now I've been going since October, I feel a lot more confident on the street or in the playground if someone tries to have a scrap or something.
Good lad. What do you love about our gym?
I just love I like it how it's there's no heroes in here, from professional fighters to someone like myself who's pretty much just in here for fitness more than, at my age, I'm not really looking for anything else more than fitness, and they're just really friendly, they help you out.
And in this gym, you can trust everyone as well. That's what's special and unique about this gym. Like, it's safe. Like, before I was having a session with Dee, and then my parents could trust Dee with me for an hour.
You're a very, very good speaker on camera, mate. What have you gained from boxing at DNA?
I'd just say a little bit of self-belief that I can push myself, and that little bit of about myself, that if I am out there and anything happens, I've got that little bit about me, but more so for the fitness side of it, that, you know, when you get to your mid-40s and you start putting a bit of weight on, and they're just great in here what they do. It's not all about boxing, it's the circuit, it's the bag work, the pads, it's everything.
And what about you? What have you gained from boxing?
Well, I initially came here just for confidence, for a bit of confidence towards myself and people around me to support them. But when I first initially came here, I wasn't doing that well because I didn't really know what to do. But they comforted me, told me how to hit a bag and get the technique correct, and just got a bit more confidence.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah.
Who's got the worst dress sense in the gym?
Well, it's got to be D, ain't it? It's got to be 100% D. That's D.
So, if you could be any fighter for a day, who would you be and why?
I'd be Ishmael because when he spars and he is in the fights, he doesn't step back, he doesn't lose confidence, he carries on going until that final bell.
Good. What about you? Who would you be?
I'd be Idris, wouldn't I? I'd have to be Idris, I'd have to be. Just to see where he's come from and what he's gained, and watching his first pro fights, and that's enough for anybody, just to, you know...
Class.
And just to get taught by Anthony.
Yeah,
You know,
that's good.
to have a teacher like Anthony, what more can you ask for?
That's right. This is to both of you. Have you ever been bullied?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think about bullying?
It's wrong.
It's
It's
not
not good,
right,
it's not clever, it's... Especially when you're on the receiving end, but it's not good, and doesn't matter how fit and good at boxing I ever become, it's something that I'd never do. I've had it done on me, and it's not nice.
Good. How has the gym helped you from a life experience perspective?
Losing weight, not sitting at home on the settee every night on the Xbox, and just getting down here and getting down with it, and you know.
And definitely like towards the fitness side of it. So like say if you're in a fight or something, usually before I came I couldn't even make it to the second round.
You're just surrounded by like-minded people, and like I say, no matter if they're the pros in the ring or who's just walked through the door or the teachers, everybody's on the same level, and that's what I like about it.
As you can see, we have class clowns here all the time. What life experience has it provided you with?
Well, it's also provided me with confidence towards other people, say like girls or something, not just initially in the ring and fighting, but it's given me more confidence to say ask a girl out or something.
Perfect, good lad. Well done. Cheers. How long have you been training for?
It started January 2016. Yeah, so I brought my children along to the children's class and sat on the benches, watched the class, and some of the more experienced guys said, come on, come and join.
Why did you start boxing?
Well, as I say, I started through the pressure from my children. Come on, get fit. If we can do it, you can do it. And actually, as a family with my sons all boxing together, it was quite a good experience seeing my sons grow, their experience grow, and me to actually get better, improve my skills, etc. It's helped, actually.
Perfect. What do you love about our gym?
Well, what I actually most admire about the gym is how friendly everyone is. Because you go in and everyone's like, hello Matt, how's it going? Have a good weekend. You know, everyone's always really friendly. And I have been to other gyms, not to train, but I've been to other gyms, and it's a different atmosphere. So that's what I like, it's friendly.
Perfect. What have you gained from boxing at DNA?
Well, I've got to say, when I do my running of a Saturday, my park runs, my time has gone better and better. I was stagnating, I was running, doing 10Ks, doing 5Ks regularly, getting okay times, but actually I managed to really shave off a lot of times. I was really pleased just with the overall fitness that was it.
See that? Yeah. Who's got the worst dress sense in the gym?
That is a very difficult one. D. Naturally, D at the fight the other night, he looked good. So it's got to be Neil.
That is an excellent answer. If you could be another fighter for a day, who would you be and why?
Well, I think I actually really admired, when I was younger, I used to go to the pubs to watch the fighting. I used to like both Nigel Benn and the Eubank fights together. Those were awesome fights, brilliant. And Eubank, his egotism, I'm not a massive fan of that.
Yeah.
Nigel Benn, yeah, seems like a really nice guy, so Nigel Benn.
Cool. Have you ever been bullied?
Funnily enough, I was at school. If anyone ever really, caused trouble, I was straight up for it. So that's nothing I've really backed down. But I have been bullied by girls, believe it or not. I was 15, man about the town, and these girls picking on me week in, week out. There's nothing I could do. I couldn't resort to the usual. So, that's it. Yeah.
How has the gym helped you from a life experience perspective?
Well, I think really it's probably the interaction I've got with my children, because we've got a real shared interest in boxing that come into the gym on 2, 3, 4 times a week. You get with your children that you won't get when they're watching the TV or playing on the Xbox. So having that family experience is probably the most gratifying.
Perfect. Thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Okay, so how long have you been training for?
I've been training for 7 years now.
Okay. And why did you start training?
Naturally, I was into football as growing up, but as I moved to England, my dad came up with the idea of boxing, and it just took on. I've done it.
Where did you live before you lived in England?
I lived in Germany.
Okay. What do you love about our gym?
It's just a very social. No one's really scared to talk to you. Everyone makes good convo. Also, when you're training, no one's scared to help you out, no matter how experienced or inexperienced you are.
What have you gained from boxing at DNA?
First thing I've gained is self-respect. Really. Also, when you look at people who do boxing, they don't take the mick out of anyone. They know who they are. They're not rude. They always have half polite, and they're just really good gentlemen. Even ladies, they just learn how to do better than them.
They learn how to be better ladies. Who's got the worst dress sense at the gym?
Idris.
Okay. If you could be another fighter just for one day, who would you be and why?
Mike Tyson. As all great, he had such a fear around him. Even when he walked in the ring, when he had interviews, people knew who he was and they never wanted to look him in the eye.
Good answer. Have you ever been bullied?
No.
What do you think about bullying?
I think it's disgusting. People do it because they don't like people being different to everyone else, but it's just how the life is.
How has the gym helped you from a life experience perspective?
It's given me more confidence in my daily life. Like with interviews and job interviews, you're more confident in them.
Anything else?
With making friends and meeting new people, as I move around a lot, it's quite hard to make new friends. And even when I went to a college that none of my mates went to, I was able to build a friend group there as well.
Right. So lads, how long have you been training for?
Nearly a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been a year and a half. Yeah.
Right, let's start again. We'll speak louder. We need to speak louder.
Yeah.
So lads, how long have you been training for?
Nearly a year now. Yeah, I've been training a year and a half. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, you like it, yeah?
Yeah.
That's class. Why did you start boxing?
Well, just about nearly a year ago, I was talking to my dad because he used to be a trainer, and he was going to get me into kickboxing, but I just started watching more towards traditional boxing.
Speak louder, speak clearer.
Yeah, and I started thinking about whether kickboxing or boxing, and I chose boxing because I thought it would more suit me.
Okay. And why did you start boxing?
I'm going to start it. Well, I started it because, like, just to protect myself and, like, just like to get fitter and, like, yeah, just like hopefully become like a professional boxer or something.
Lads, what do you love about our gym?
That they make you train hard, and even if you give up, they're not really gonna say, you know, if they're just gonna let you be you.
What do
Yeah,
you love?
it's just like the whole thing really, like, just makes you like makes everyone involved, like all the bags and everything. And, like, yeah, like sparring in the ring. Yeah.
Okay. So,
It just feels like one big family, like in this gym.
what have you gained from boxing at DNA?
Well, obviously the skill of boxing, but also like I felt more confident because obviously I have autism and ASD, which is antisocial. But I think joining like boxing with people I never knew, it's definitely made me.
Good answer, mate. You didn't have to say that on the camera. That was good. That was a big thing to do, mate.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. What's the main thing that you love about boxing at DNA?
I love just like sparring and like mainly just on the bags, just like doing technique and like just hitting other people in general really.
Okay, that's good. Do you feel like it's helped your confidence?
Yeah, it's helped confidence a lot.
Massively. Well done, mate. Who's got the worst dress sense at the gym?
Neil.
Class, good lads. If you could be another fighter for one day, who would you be and why?
Mayweather, but when he was younger, not the cocky he is now. Just because of how hard he trained, like his movement, like he barely got hit in his fights. So Mayweather when he was younger,
Good.
not the cocky self now.
What about you? Who would you be?
Brother, Ricky Nelda.
Who's Ricky Naldo? Can you tell us a little bit about
Ricky Nelda is my brother and he's one of the best bare knuckle fighters out there. He's like loads of fights. Just like one of the best.
General bad man.
Just a general bad man. So you look up to your brother?
Yeah, I look up to him.
That's good, mate. Have you ever been bullied?
No, never really experienced at all.
What do you think about bullying?
Don't think it's right.
Disgusting.
Especially when it's a group of people against one. Just don't feel it's right.
Good.
At all.
Good answer. How do you think the gym has helped you in terms of your life experience? So, how do you feel the gym has made you a better person? What qualities do you think it's give you?
So it's helped me from being a really lazy person to just getting up, motivating me for helping around the house.
Yeah, it's boosted me to like, yeah, like he said, just like get around places more, like instead of just sat on my Xbox or something, like all day. So I've just come here and just done what I need to do.
Yeah.
Well done, lads. That was